Midnite City. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell me what instruments you play?
My name is Miles, and I play guitars.
I'm Sean, I'm the keyboard player.
Who are your main inspirations?
Some of my inspirations are, I love bands like Danger Danger, Poison, Motley Crue. Grew up listening to a lot of that when I was a teenager. But nowadays I listen to a lot of Japanese pop bands and Japanese rock bands. I really love like the whole J-rock scene, and even sometimes jazz fusion guitar players. Really inspired me, and to practice every day. Yeah.
You don't have to type all this up, aren't you? Because I know from last time it's going to be like...
that was...
I'll try and keep it short. I when I was a kid, just listening to bands like Bon Jovi and Prince, that's what got me into music, and then just sort of stuck with the genre, really, and I'm going to keep it fairly short, really, so I feel sorry for you writing this. Yeah, keep it
fine.
Okay.
So you played Japan last month. How was that?
Yeah, it was great. For us all, it was a dream, because to actually be able to play over there is just unbelievable, and we all counted down the days when we got to do it. Both shows sold out, and it was I think none of us have actually found the words yet to be able to describe exactly what it was like, because it's just, I've been asked 1,000 times and I'm just like, I don't know. It was just great. Yeah, it was just once in a lifetime. So yeah, I didn't want to come back, to be honest. I wanted to stay there. So
it was phenomenal.
Okay, so what has been your favourite venue to play so far?
What has been the favourite
venue to play so far?
Favourite venue to play? Does Japan count? Does the venue in Tokyo count? That was probably one of the best shows we've done so far, because the place was just rammed, and literally just every single person in the room knew all the words to all the songs and just shouting them out, singing at the top of the voices, and it was just...
Yeah, we actually have videos where there's fans sort of in the middle of the dance floor, obviously packed, and they're filming the songs like Ghost Smile Friends or whatever on the phone, and you can't actually almost not hear the band because everyone was just singing all of the words to all the songs, so it's just mental. Yeah, so I'll probably go to Japan, just because of that.
Okay, so what do you do outside of music? Do you have any hidden talents that we don't know about?
Well, I know that Sean is a very good cook. I know that. I wouldn't call that hidden talent.
No, answer, not for me, answer for yourself.
Okay.
I'm pointing to you to say you can go first.
Oh, got you. Okay. Hidden talents. Hidden talents. I am very, very good at Street Fighter. I'm very into my video games. And I remember when I was a teenager, this is going to sound very nerdy, but I actually defeated 100 opponents in a row on Street Fighter Alpha 3. So, yeah, that's one of my hidden talents. I'm very good at Street Fighter.
Also, what do I do outside of music? Well, as you know, I do 100 shows a year doing the tribute stuff. Hidden talents are probably I was really good at football when I was a kid. That's hidden, I guess, isn't it? I don't really look like a football player anymore, but yeah, that's my thing.
And if you could tour with anybody, who would you choose to tour with?
I'd tour with Motley Crue, just because I think I probably wouldn't survive it if I was touring with Motley Crue, but yeah, just because they're my favourite band, so yeah, I'd tour with Motley Crue, but it'd be in the late 80s, that's when I'd tour with them.
I'd probably go with... I'd probably go with Def Leppard. Probably would go with Def Leppard.
Cool.
Yeah, because I don't know, just... their music is
what
just...
year?
Ooh, I would probably go with the Adrenalized tour, so that was 89.
So after Steve Clark died?
Yes. Yeah, probably go with that, because...
92. So I'm pretty sure Steve Clark died in 91.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Right.
Did Adrenalized had Let's Get Rocked? This is off the record, isn't it? By typo.
Oh, yeah.
Adrenalized had Let's Get Rocked, didn't it?
That's right, mate. Yeah.
Steve Clark wasn't on that album.
That's right. He did bits.
He did some demos, didn't he?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, so we're not going to do it, are we? So
No.
It was 91, goddammit!
Yeah. Basically, the Adrenalized tour. There
you go.
Regardless of who was and wasn't alive.
Okay, so what gear do you use live?
Back then, live, I use a Korg Triton workstation keyboard, which I've I've had since I was 16 years old. It's like my wife, unofficially. Can't actually get married to an electrical product, which is a bit of a shame. I tried other things as well, not really, that's a joke. But again, off the record. I've got, for the second time tonight, I'm playing a Roland AX Edge guitar synthesizer thing as well. That's all I've got.
Mine's rather a lot more. I use ESP LTD guitars, which I've been using for many, many years now. In my guitars, I have DiMarzio pickups, which I am proudly endorsed by. And then I use a Line 6 Helix for all my effects, and finally my ISP Technologies Theta preamp pedal, which all my tone comes from. And once again, I'm endorsed by ISP Technologies, and it's an honour to be with them, and I love it.
Do you think that by having kit that you enjoy playing, does it boost your performance life?
Kit as in gear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Like, yeah, for me, having my personal setup, yeah, it makes. I have a theory which I was taught when I was young, is that you're only as strong as your weakest link. So if you've got a really good band and the drummer's got a great drum kit, but his snare drum is a really cheap crap thing, then the whole thing's crap. If you've got a weak link, everything becomes weak. It's not the other way around. So luckily, all of us we have like really top of the range professional touring equipment. So I think when you've got quality equipment that's always going to be reliable, it makes you enjoy it more, because it's not going to let you down like some cheap stuff does. Yeah.
Yeah, everything. Well, I completely agree with everything that Sean said. I think it is really important. I mean, as from a guitarist point of view, you can get different equipment that's more specified for different genres of music. For example, like Vox amplifiers sound really good for doing blues and country music, but me using a Vox amplifier, it wouldn't work at all for this genre of music. So it does really help, with the boosting the confidence as well during performances.
Just knowing you've got something reliable, that's the main thing.
Exactly.
Okay, so you guys have just released your acoustic EP.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
When we did the tour in the summer, There Goes the Neighbourhood tour, we'd sold so much merchandise that we'd sort of thought that most people that might come and see us on this tour, the winter tour, they might already have a lot of our stuff, and we thought we want to expand our merchandise. So we decided to pick 5 songs you wouldn't really expect, and just completely rewrite them, and then release it as just like an EP, just to help boost the tour, but also give people a bit of an insight to what we are capable of as well, because we can change songs and make them different, and just people for the fans, because this is a limited run for just this tour, and it's been selling so well. I think we're nearly sold out of it already, if I'm honest. But yeah, just give people something a bit different, and something else to listen to, because people are collecting so much of our stuff, and little things like that become quite collectible and sought after, I think, when they're out of discontinued and stuff. That's it.
If There Goes the Neighbourhood was a cookie or a biscuit, what would it be?
It's a bloody good question, that.
It's a really big question.
It's unusual, but it's bloody good. So you like your biscuits, don't you?
I do like my biscuits, mate. I think it would be a Marks and Spencer's chocolate chip cookie.
I've never had one. That's how exclusive they are.
Oh, mate, they are.
I can't even afford them. That's how.
You got Maryland, which is like, and then you got M&S, which is like, oh yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I was going to pick something, I've never experienced.
Oh, mate.
The culinary delight that you're referring to.
I'll pick some up when I next go.
Well, so,
Marks and Spencer's chocolate chips, best.
Yeah, I'll go for like a Milky Way. I quite like a Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Yeah, they're all right, them, aren't they?
Some chocolate in tin. Unfortunately, it's on biscuits.
Nugget. Oh, biscuit, yeah.
Biscuit, my friend. Biscuit.
Yeah, I wasn't even listening. Ignorant.
No. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll go for the M&S, whatever that was. Yeah.
Okay.
Chocolate biscuit.
How does it feel playing the music that you've created to an audience?
For me, because I do so much of the tribute stuff, I'm playing other people's songs, and obviously it's great. But then when we're doing the Midnight City stuff, and it's like our songs and people are singing them, like I said, in Japan, people are, you know, going crazy. It's just a different animal altogether, because the feeling, it's more emotional, I think, far more emotional from my point of view, because you can see people that are connecting to your songs that you've sat in your room and you've written and you've developed, and you mean so much to other people. And it's when I listen to songs by Bon Jovi that, you know, that help me get through a hard time, for example, that song becomes like gospel, and it becomes like almost like a prayer book for me. And to think that people have the same feelings about our songs, it's almost inconceivable. But the more we play, the more I'm starting to understand, because there's like 7 people that have got tattoos of our band and our lyrics and stuff. So it's really, it's just quite an emotional thing, really. It's just quite hard hitting as well, I think. But it's amazing. Obviously, it's the best thing in the world. You can't put a price on it.
Yeah, absolutely agree with everything what Sean said. You know, it's just when you see real hardcore, dedicated fans, you know, who own every piece of merchandise, know the lyrics to all our songs, you know, and even obviously some fans have even has bought every band member like gifts, and you know, people like that, you know, I can't describe it in words. You know, they're just such amazing, great fan base, you know, and you know, we absolutely love the fans. You know, we love them so much. They're great.
And finally, what advice can you give to people that want to follow in the same footsteps as you?
It's because the music industry now is so competitive. There's 3 things that you need in order to make any headway, and if you've not got all 3, as harsh as it sounds, you may as well just forget it. And the first thing is you have to have songs. So you have to have genuinely good songs, and if they sound good on an acoustic guitar, then it's a good song. That's kind of the philosophy that we go by, because all our songs are written on just an acoustic guitar, that's it, and then they develop. So first of all, you need strong, very strong songs. Second of all, you need an image, because this obviously not name any names. It's just the thing that quite a lot of bands don't put the effort into their appearance. And I always think if I'm paying money to watch a band, it has to be something that looks out of the ordinary. You know, like you couldn't just go to the local Primark and buy whatever the lead singers were. You want it to be like, oh, like that guy's got some cool jeans, or it's a nice shirt, or whatever. Just you look like a band. And thirdly, you have to put a show on. So I've seen so many bands that have got great songs, they look cool, but none of them can perform. And it's that, like I said, that philosophy before of the Achilles heel of your weakness. You know, one goes down, doesn't matter if your songs are good, the whole thing goes down. So you have to have all 3. So it's songs, looks, and a show. That's what you have to have. And if you've not got those 3, you're gonna, you know, struggle so much, unless you've got like a really rich mum and dad that are going to just buy you a deal and put you on tour with someone. But that's literally as simple as that. You know, those 3 things, get those three things down, and then you're good to go. You know, really as simple as that.
And another I would go with is probably it's the same words, but you got to say it 3 times. And that's practice, practice, practice. You practice that instrument, you will get better.
Yeah, you got to be good at your instrument. You got to be good at what you do.
You got to be good at what you do. Mannerisms as well. Always treat your band, you know, like your friends. You know, when you look at other band, you know, if you want to become a leader of a band, you know, you got to look at the band members and treat them right and look after them, and like, you know, because they're basically helping you out with your band. Always be polite, be nice towards your other band members, you know. And
finally, which is very important, which I found with doing the amount of shows I do, is if you're not easy to work with, people will find someone else that will replace you in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
So if, you know, we all individually do quite a lot of exclusive stuff, and the only reason we do that is because we're known to be easy to work with, where we'll turn up on time, know our parts, do the job, not cause a fuss. But if you're a diva and you've got a big ego, there is 10 guys that will just be like, I'll do it, and they'll be fine. You know, they will literally just throw you out. So the days of being able to be a diva and be like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, they'll go, okay, mate, well, you go and do that somewhere else. I'll just get someone else that'll do it. So yeah, just be kind, be nice, and be a decent person to get along with, and support as well. Support all the bands.
Yeah.
I always buy the t-shirts of support bands and buy their albums and, you know, watch them, and just about, this is a limited scene enough as it is. So there's no room for people thinking that, you know, it's 1987 and, you know, it's MTV, because it isn't anymore. If this scene doesn't get supported by the people within it, then it'll just fail. So we have to be all together. And that's why we bring bands like Atlas and Take Us In on the road, because those guys need exposure. They want to get out, and we're more than happy to share it because we know this is a popular band and we play some great shows, and we want to help. Try and get rock and roll back into the airwaves. Massively long answer, isn't it?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's everything.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's quite a hard one to not go on about because it's quite a